It's the MotoGP Australian Grand Prix live from Phillip Island, and this is going to be awesome. We're moved an hour later to try and avoid the weather, but are we going to be in for an interesting run in winds up to 30 kilometers an hour? Let's head down to the grid and join the team.
Of course, everything can happen in a race, but of course we have a potential to do some good results. And then let's see what comes.
What can he take from the sprint yesterday? Because it certainly looks like the Aprilias are the strongest.
Yeah, maybe more the experience, I would say, because we changed tire. Everybody racing with medium rear, so it's a different tire. And here, tire management, of course, is a big thing. And so by the end of the race, we have to see. Also, you see the Moto2 race how developed by the end. So everybody started with the medium, and it's important to manage well, to not wear too much on some corners. And okay, he knows everything, and let's see what we can do.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You would expect that he would be full and high on confidence after his recent performances. Then Davide Brivio mentioning the tyres there. Let's go to Michael, who's been having a look round, and maybe we can find out at what point the tyres will be affected. Michael, what you got?
Well, it seems like right from the outset, the Raiders are going to be conscious about the tyre, Susie. It seems like this has been the clearest of the season in terms of the choice. There is one anomaly. Some Cat Chantra will go for a medium front tyre, but everyone else on the grid, thanks to the weather shift, the breeze is a lot less cool than it was earlier in the day, so everyone's going hard front tyre. They have to be a little bit careful in getting it up to temperature, but the right side here, the disparity from left to right, the rubber on the right is super soft and then ultra hard on the left to cope with the demands on the left side. And it is those demands that will be crucial to the outcome of the race today. Everyone on the medium rear tyre, but managing it. Tyre degradation, trying to be patient. If the pace is really fast, there will be a huge drop, and even Michelin admit to that. They don't normally come out with that type of information, but today they've said if the riders push the pace on, they work the tyre too hard, we're going to see a significant drop in the last 5 or 6 laps. Is it bike? Is it rider? I think this man and package, they can manage it well, but he's going to have to fight to come through those double long laps and back through the traffic. So let's see. I think we're in for a cracker today.
I agree, Michael. I think we have such a story in today's Australian Grand Prix. Let's talk conditions as we look at that run then down to turn 1, because they are unpredictable. The gusting winds can cause absolute mayhem here. Braking markers will be changing, so it's those riders who can adapt to the conditions that will do the best around here. I mean, without any wind, going down into turn 1, they go at 220 miles an hour. So we could see some record speeds today, and you can see the wind is picking up now. We've got Jack Miller, who's in third, and we know how much it would mean to him to get on the box today. He's just seen Senna Ages do it. Can he do it for his fans? The big story this weekend, this double long lap penalty that Marco Bezzecchi has to take. He's been the fastest consistently across the weekend. He really has been fantastic. Can he make it work today? Has he got the focus? And Fabio Quartararo is in pole position. Would he be able to convert? Is it a mission impossible for Marco Bezzecchi? Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix.
It's round 19 of the MotoGP World Championship in 2025. It's the Australian Grand Prix, and it's a time where we do not know who is going to be victorious. Yesterday, for the first time in history, there was no Ducati on the sprint podium. This is how they line up on the starting grid. Then Fabio Quartararo has pole position, Marco Bezzecchi and Jack Miller the front row. Then we have Raul Fernandez, Pedro Costa and Alex Marquez, the first of the Ducatis. Then further down, it's Fermin Aldeguer, Polo Spargro, Luca Marini, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Pecco Bagnaia, Alex Rins, Brad Binder, Juan Mir, Johan Zarco, Miguel Oliveira, Franco Morbidelli, Ayagura, Lorenzo Salvadori, Nea Bashiri, Sonka Chancha and Mikel Pirro down in 22nd position. Well, Marc Marquez is champion, but he's not here this weekend. He's out for the next couple of races. Alex Marquez in second, that looks secure, and Bagnaia struggling in third. And with Ducati struggling here today, it's all eyes, effectively, on Marco Bezzecchi, who has a double long lap penalty, who has been the fastest so far this weekend, but Quartararo has pole position. And just to prove that me and Megan have been in the same room this weekend for MotoGP, we're together for the Grand Prix. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's too early.
We keep missing each other this weekend in Australia.
We do, but to be honest, it's been okay while this stays up.
I fixed it. All good now. And fixed that as well. So even that all better.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
How?
I adjust everything around. So it's now further back, hits the light and won't hit the thing. If you take a look, it doesn't hit it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, clever. Who's going to win the Australian Grand Prix, Megan?
I am hoping, because I'm always hoping since he's been having a decent weekend, Jack Miller.
Miller was good in the race earlier on, so I would agree with that point as well. Also, Megan, a staff remembering this. Yes, he used it as well. Leave them on the desk, I think. Here we go.
Because I was getting the cover for my drink and I thought...
Need a couple. Yeah.
No,
What's happened to
I
you?
really thought, I was like... He was complaining earlier about not having them. I should get some extra just to make sure he has some.
Well, Nina is currently sleeping, so she's not between us in the commentary box, so hello.
Lucky Nina.
Here we go. Time to wake up if you're watching in the UK. Stand by for the Australian Grand Prix. 5 lights are activated. Action in Australia. Good start from Fabio Quartararo. Not a bad getaway from Marco Bezzecchi. He's got the lead down to turn 1. And once again, Quartararo just drops back. Acosta's coming up the inside. Raul Fernandez will do exactly what he did yesterday and take second position. Rins drops back completely. Miller's dropped back too. Miller's dropped back into our 6th position. As now round, here comes Quartararo attacking Pedro Acosta. Through turn 2, coming now towards Stoner at turn 3 as they head down to the braking zone. Now, is Marco Bezzecchi going to go for the long lap penalty this time by? You officially can't take it until after lap 1. So he's taking it through at the Miller hairpin. Good start.
It is a good start, and really this one's called for Miller hairpin, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like Miller must feel very happy going around that area.
Crashed it a couple of times, remember, through turn 4. Hasn't been so much of a good comeback, but everyone getting through cleanly.
Raul Fernandez has probably, I think, one of the best starts. I mean, he's gone up into 2nd position.
Storming getaway as well. Quartararo dropped 3. Alex stays where he is. Marini's up a couple of places. Looking at that monitor, Aldeguer -3 as well.
Miller dropped 2. Not too bad of a start, really.
Not too bad to get away as they continue on pushing. So this Grand Prix still in its infancy at the moment, but take a look at Pecco Bagnaia. Again, whatever's happening to Ducati, it's getting worse. -4 places on that start. He's getting worse and worse and worse. And there's the long lap penalty, the double long lap penalty for Marco Bezzecchi for contact with Marc Marquez last time out in Indonesia. He's now got to serve it in the main Grand Prix as up the inside, Luca Marini gets ahead of Polo Spargro.
I wonder how Mark's doing with recovery.
Doing well, should be back in, well, they say he'll be back in Portugal, but I don't think we'll see him back until Tuesday in Valencia.
No, you always go over the time of when they say they'll be back, because we've seen so many times people say, oh, they'll be back then, and then they come back then, and then they get injured again because they were pushing themselves too hard.
Now, you must complete a long lap penalty within 3 laps of receiving that notification. Bezzecchi's not gone through this time by. Have a feeling he's going to try and take it as long as humanly possible to try and gain the best traction, because he's got a chance of winning this race today and he knows it. And Bagnai's now dropped down to 15th position, down Lukey Heights, and anyone's going to go through top of MG into Lukey Heights. Everyone keeping the same positions as Igu has dropped back down, and Bagnai now down to 16th, 5 places back.
Must be pack racing around that area.
They are probably back racing around it as well. What a
Right.
disastrous getaway. Over the line. Take a look. Hang on a minute. This is going to be a bit of a do or don't, because it's effectively for the lead of the race. Pedro Costa diving through on the inside line at turn 1 at Dewan. And he gets ahead of Raul Fernandez. Acosta's going to lead, but Raul's going to try and come right around the outside. That Aprilia's been looking so fast this weekend on the track house. KTM struggling a little bit. By the way, anyone who said this is a Ducati Cup, the first Ducati 6th, Alex Marquez.
Ducati didn't even do well in the Moto3. Do you know who the top 5 were? All KTM.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. Does not surprise me at all to come into it. Down and we go again. Right, take a look at the lap chart up here in the comms box as well that we've got access to. You can see, yeah, Aldeguer, bad start from him. Bagnaia, look, started 11th, now runs 16th. Terrible start from him. Really
I
bad.
was hoping I'd got something back, but...
Yeah, Quadraro's dropped down from... You're yawning.
Yeah.
Quadraro's dropped from 1st all the way down into 4th. And Miller dropped down. So the Yamaha's dropped back at the start as well.
So obviously they were caught out with something. What was Rins like? Because, okay, Rins actually
Stayed
did not
where he
move
is.
at
Yeah.
all, which is interesting because
He did
on the
drop
warm-up
back,
lap,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah. Down we go again. Acosta has the net lead of the race because Bezzecchi's done a 1:27.865. He's put out a 1.1 second gap. Now, when in the warm-up session this morning, when Bezzecchi was doing the long lap loops, we were seeing lap times of the 1:31s, 1:32s, so you lose about 5 seconds going through the long lap, but he hasn't got a choice now. He got it at the end of lap 1. This is lap 3. Bezzecchi must take a long lap now, and now Acosta and Raul Fernandez going to go wheel to wheel down into the hairpin as Bezzecchi doesn't do the long lap
What?
this time by. That's a surprise.
Okay, what is going on in Bezzecchi's head? Because I feel like he was coming up to it, but he didn't end up doing it. He was almost going to do it, but maybe
Backed
he
out,
was just
yeah.
in the wrong position.
You're right. Nope, I don't want to do this time by.
That's
So,
very unusual.
Raul Fernandez has jumped back ahead, though, of Pedro Acosta. So Raul's back into the net lead of the race. Could we see Trackhouse get their first victory in MotoGP? They were close yesterday in the Tissot Sprint. In fact, it's the same top 3.
I would actually really like for them to get a victory.
Yeah, I like Acosta. It's Raul or Acosta's day, really, isn't it? But
Yeah,
Mark
one
is
of them
going to try.
needs
How can Mark come back from a double long lap penalty?
I don't think he will be able to. I think he'll... If he does make some sort of a comeback, it'll just be on the podium.
Over the line, lap 5 of 27. 23 to go here in Australia. We've done 5 laps. Oh, hang on, that's Alex Marquez on the inside of Jack Miller down to turn 1 at Dewan. He's made the move stick on the inside line, so very nice. Yellow flags out first sector. Someone's off for the first.
Zarco.
Zarco. There he is. That was a big one. Wow. Zarco down the first corner. That is always going to be a big one. But I just saw the bike barrel rolling down into the Dewan gravel trap. That is a big, big one. I hope Zarco's okay.
It's not another high side, is it? Around
Could,
that area?
well, it could be. And there we go. Bezzecchi's taken the long lap. The first of his 2 long lap penalties. He'll come out behind the 2 front of Raul and Pedro.
Okay, so he's losing everything about 2.
Zarco's
per
up
lap.
and walking away.
Okay, so he's perfectly
Miller's
fine.
down!
Yeah,
Miller's down!
oh, gotta be kidding me.
Jack Miller's jumping down the timing screen. And he's out.
Oh my goodness. So that's yellows in sectors 1 and 2 now.
Jack Miller, as Zarco dropped the front, coming through on the inside line into turn 1.
Why?
Jack Miller is out after such a great performance all weekend long. The Australian is out on lap 5. I apologise, Australia.
Why?
You lost your boy. Jack just couldn't do anything. Let's have a look.
At
Front's
least-
going to dip.
Oh.
He could not have saved that. That's a fast accident as well.
Yeah, to be honest, it is. At a corner where there's not a lot of gravel. There's only a very short gravel track around that area, so he would have been stopped really, really quickly. So it would have been a fast accident and a fast stoppage. So I can imagine he might have a little bit of a headache after that, actually.
They're pushing it as hard as they can, though, at the moment, aren't they?
They are. And it's Ralph Fernandez. I think this is the first time he's had the lead of a race in MotoGP.
For a while, isn't it?
Yeah. I haven't seen him have that in about...
2 years?
Yeah, since Zara was born, actually. So 2 years, yeah.
Coming up on Austria. Zarco out, though, who won his first ever Grand Prix here 2 years ago.
Jeez.
Backed up with the French Grand Prix earlier on this year, make it a double.
I was so hoping Miller would actually do really well because he's been having such a great weekend.
Yeah.
I feel like that's always his curse. It's actually always both him and Zarco's curse, to be honest.
Can you set that to go off into the centre?
It's always been...
No.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
understand.
So it goes on and off on the timer.
With both of them, I've noticed, they do really well and then all of a sudden gets ripped from them.
How many times have we seen that happen, though? Time and time again. It goes well, bang, out you go. Over the line, lap 7 of 27. Ralph Fernandez leads. Pedro Costa. Did Bezzecchi take the long lap penalty that lap time by as
Yeah.
Alex Marquez tries to have a look on the inside of Fabio?
Yeah, he did. I just think everyone was going slow around that time.
15:08, 15:11. He didn't do it last time by.
Oh.
Now you've got to do it inconsistent. Bezzecchi didn't do it consistently.
I thought he did.
It's a double long lap
Oh,
penalty. He's doing it now, though.
That's very odd.
He'll lose out to Quartararo, Alex Marquez, and Di Gianantonio. So now, we've got to see Bezzecchi come back from 6th place. The fastest man of the weekend now can lock in for the next 21 laps of this Australian Grand Prix.
If he doesn't have to do this again because he did it wrong.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. 2 out of 2 complete. He's fine.
So giving him a pass.
Let's see. Over the top of MG, down to Lukey Heights.
Who else do you think will go down?
Marini's looking a little bit dangerous. He's right behind Pol Espargaro. Wild card this weekend for Pol. He's debutising in as well for the injured Maverick Vinales. And Pol's been looking fantastic again and again and again. He's closing again.
I miss Paul Sparrow.
I don't know why he would. Well, we know why he went out of the sport, but he should be able to come back in. Look at Alex Marquez. That Ducati showing the straight line speed down to turn 1. Should get ahead easily of Fabio Quartararo and does so on the inside line and doing it at turn number 1.
Do you know, when it was FP3, I was very shocked to see Pirro here.
Well, he's debutising for Marquez.
I don't know, I was just like, of all the people, I was just like, I did not expect them to be able to convince him.
Yeah, first race of the year, of course, for him. He hasn't wildcarded in Mugello when you were there. Why we're looking at the live championship points, I don't know, when it doesn't affect a single person in this race. This Australian Grand Prix is very much the underdog day.
It is. Actually, the last couple have been quite underdog.
Indonesia was, yeah. Remove Marc Marquez from the situation, gets good. Digi! Brilliant move on the inside of Quartararo down in Siberia.
He really gave him no room to breathe there. He was just right up and being like, hi.
Down
Bye.
to Lukey Heights, late on the brakes. Look at him, he's already on the back of Alex. Don't forget,
Really
Alex
quick.
has the 24 bike. Digi2 has the 25 bike, if I remember correctly.
Well, for what we've seen, the 24 bike is a little temperamental sometimes.
Especially in the second half of the season we've been seeing with Alex.
Yeah.
You said with 2 crashes in qualifying 2 earlier on.
Yeah. Same place, I think, as well, actually.
Down turn 1, yeah.
Very fast crashes as well. The second one was definitely worse than the first.
Yeah.
It was very high speeds, that second one. It was both in Q2,
Yeah.
so the stream didn't get to see that. But we got to see other crashes before that. in like FP3, which
Still-
was actually more important because that one of them was a high side.
Lap 9 of 27 on the inside. There's no rain here though, but that wind is at 17 kilometers per hour. So it's still getting blown around like crazy out there. The riders are doing such an amazing job at just keeping this going. As Quartararo tries again to hold on the inside, Bezzecchi's going for it. Can't get through, he's lifted off every second. They're desperately trying to find the right momentum.
Marini goes up into 7th now, and the clouds are looking very dangerous right now.
Chance of rain is still increasing out there. What is that percentage? 42% chance of rain.
So increasing quite steadily.
Yeah. 20 riders though, still in this race.
Yep.
Flag to flag rules are in effect, by the way. So if we have the white flag, the riders then can swap bikes. Bagnaia drops now behind Ayagura. This weekend for Jakarta's getting worse. Don't know what. How can you go from winning in? You win in Japan, and it's just death
then-
onwards from Indonesia.
It's like a barrel rolling into nothing. Okay, so Bagnaia has been able to get his place back from Ayagura, but still, he shouldn't have been able to lose to him in the first place.
Yeah.
Ayagura will get that place back. Give him a lap.
Look at this. Marco Bezzecchi's having a go on
There he is.
Quartararo down at turn 4. Can Bezzecchi have a little look? He's desperate to try and get this race lead back, but he's been stuck behind for the last 3 laps.
It's very difficult to get by Quartararo, I will say that.
Oh, he's going for it in Siberia. Can't get through.
Quartararo usually knows the right positioning to make sure it looks like you can get through, but in reality, as soon as you go around the corner, it's immediately he has to cut.
Bagnaia is running in... Oh, hang on, double yellow flag. One Mia!
Mia.
One Mia's gone down. And that must be at turn 10.
Yeah, it's right on the line.
Rider okay, he says in our timing monitor.
It's right on the line between
Oh.
the 3rd and 4th sectors.
Bezzecchi going to the inside line, drafts ahead of Quartararo down to turn 1. Alex Marquez a 1:27.782.
The second Honda that's been lost.
Simon Patterson has said that, yeah, Bagnaia is running in P16, but he's running P2 pace.
Oh, his airbag definitely did not deploy. Here's Mia's accident. Goes around corner of turn 10 and just drops it mid-corner. Oh, he dropped it onto the gravel, not
Yeah,
the gravel,
on the
the
grass.
grass. And his airbag did not deploy, so that...
Would have hurt.
Yeah.
Yellow flag has been retrieved. We've gone back to green flag running then here in... Well, we are half an hour away from Melbourne. But this is Phillip Island. Are we going to have anything now?
in
Well,
Australia.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd like to go to Australia, but I'd also be terrified because of all the insects and the animals there.
Plus, you'd have to go by boat,
Jeez.
which would take ages. You can't even go by boat. You don't like boats, you don't like flying. We're getting like Indiana Jones. Just fall out of a plane in one of those rubber dinghies.
Do you know what I think there should be? I think everywhere around the world should have like Eurotunnel.
Marini on the
things.
inside line gets ahead of Quartararo. Brilliant.
It's like a train everywhere, like to countries where it's islands.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, they can just have just like you can go by car. I do understand that would be quite difficult in some areas and a little bit dangerous for places like, for example, Japan, who have quite a lot of earthquakes and tsunamis. So I suppose that's the reason why we can't actually do that, because of tectonic plates.
That is also another factor, yeah.
Because we don't really have that problem around here, because we're kind of in the middle of a tectonic plate.
Now, we've talked enough, because finally they're back up at the front, aren't they?
Yeah.
Raul has got this one in the bag. Trackhouse might have their
Yes.
first ever win.
I kind of hope that, but then again, I also kind of hope that Acosta will finally get his win. But to be honest, hasn't Raul been in this longer? He deserves a win.
Yeah, Raul has been in here longer.
So
Pedro just about.
Pedro can wait a bit longer.
A few raindrops on the camera lenses here, so there's no chance. Well, there is still a chance that the rain is going to be coming down. We've lost to graphics as we ride with Aldeguer.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that.
Paulo Espargaro's just ahead of him. He tries.
They're back.
Oh, and Quadraro's are sitting down to turn 1. Is Aldeguer going to go for the double move on the inside line? No. Quadraro just down to 8. Pole's gone through. He's trying to have an attack back round the outside. The 3 wide coming down to turn 2 and 2. It's going to be very, very tight. And, back goes Quadraro. Aldeguer goes through into 8th position. Pole stays 7th, and Aldeguer's on the attack back down to Pole.
You better be careful right now, because who's that trying to get past? Is that...
Oh, they're in a
That's Pole.
train. Yeah, they're in a train. Absolute train.
Choo-choo. I am pretty sure there's an electrical storm going on over there.
It looks like it, doesn't there? Has been blowing it over.
Yeah, that explains why they lost graphics, and I saw a little bit of picture breakup.
19-kilometre-hour wind now, and it's just gone down to 16. It keeps changing. They were really angry about it in the warm-up session this morning. They were furious about how the weather conditions were changing.
It weren't so bad during Moto3.
No, less powerful bikes, so they won't be blowing around as much.
Quite bright as well.
Yeah.
I was surprised coming into the box just now and seeing it being kind of like dreary out. Quite a good gap going on between Raul Fernandez and Acosta, and I just seen Aldeguer move up past Paulo Espargaro for position is that 7th.
Binder's got ahead of Quadraro as well, as they're all in a melee down towards the first corner. Quadraro's looking very unstable, and look at the KTMs. They're all starting to come to play now, aren't they?
I feel like it's slowing down in like pace. Because I feel
Oh, the tyres. Look at the first sector times, though.
the tyres are getting tired.
Take a look at the sector times, though. Raul Fernandez improving. So's Pedro. So's Digi, Bezzecchi, Marini, all setting red sectors at the moment. That's the impressive side of things that you've got to remember.
It's the KTMs that aren't improving.
What are we looking at here?
I know it's Ducati, and it's the Ducati of Alex.
Yeah. Timing screen's just got jammed because Paulo Espargaro's down to 22nd place down the standings. Is he still in it? Yeah, Aldeguer's got through on him. There's Davide Brivio, the Trackhouse MotoGP team principal. Was the Suzuki team principal, was for a time Alpine team principal in Formula 1.
He's been about, hasn't he?
He has been about, yeah.
Lap 14 of 27, 14 laps to go. We are halfway through this race, and see all the marshals gathered round the straight just then.
Do you know, I know Pedro Acosta has been wanting this for a while, but I am behind Trackhouse winning this one every step of the way. The NASCAR team who have come in and want to win. Trackhouse have done amazing in MotoGP, in NASCAR. Shane Van Gisbergen in there as well, coming in. Daniel Suarez.
To be honest,
Anywhere.
Trackhouse have been waiting a much longer time than Pedro has. Pedro's been in, this is his second season.
And
he can wait a little bit longer.
Trackhouse in their second season, but effectively the third, because they came in mid-season in a buyout, and then they rebranded and officially came in because they took over the Crypto MotoGP team.
They've been in this just like a little bit longer. He can wait another half a season, or at least another race. Because he is always consistently up there, but Raul is not always consistently up there. So give him this.
Yeah, look at Pedro Acosta, who has had opportunities to do this season. Well, do you remember the Trackhouses went well here last year? They were front row with...
It's a good circuit for them.
Yeah. They did really well in the... Was it Germany as well? They did a similar circuit?
Did.
Yeah, front row lockout.
It really, this type of circuit seems to really suit them.
And look at this, Alex Marquez gets a great run of Acosta out of the last corner, down to the outside line at turn 1. That's going to be tight because Acosta can run so far deep into the first corner. Alex tries the undercut. no, not going to work out there. Pedro's got the defensive line.
A little bit too much wobbling there from Alex Marquez.
Look at this. Just keep it cool, Alex. Keep it cool.
Don't end up like your brother.
Yeah, they don't want that. Softly, softly. Oh, the course has gone wide.
Oh no.
He's going to try and leave the door open on the inside line at 4, but Alex has gone through.
I reckon he can get the cutback though. We need, if that was like Mario Kart, we need for Marquez to be distracted by Acosta. I feel like I have to really think about my words because of how like tired I am. So if anyone's like, why is she stopping so much? I'm just trying to process words existing.
Don't worry, we're with you. Replay. Yeah, Acosta's got wide on the tyres, and Alex said, thank you very much, I'll slip through here, no problem.
It's like, oh, I don't have to risk breaking my collarbone for this.
SHC Sean saying about, look at the lead Raul's got as he comes over the line. Bezzecchi is now in the train further back. Thanks, Sean, for the assistance in the YouTube chat, keeping us up to what we miss. Seagull.
Oh.
Another one got nutted yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, by Marco Bezzecchi.
These poor seagulls.
Yeah. I think it survived.
Oh, good.
Wasn't quite like Andrea Iannone, where he physically headbutted it.
I feel like he purposely did that sometimes.
Well, it was coming down, it was there, and he had to headbutt
Like,
it.
it was instinct, I get that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that seagull, the one from yesterday, I feel like we'll have a grudge now. It's planning to get him. That might be it.
17:27, 11 to go.
Binder's just got past Paul Espargaro for 8th. So the KTMs are all going in a line, apart from the obvious of Acosta right now. So someone kick them, and then they'll go down like dominoes.
You're a very violent young woman.
Yes.
Look at Colorado, first to 12th. This is bad for him. Take a look at the lap chart.
Powell in a line. Rins could just knock him a little bit.
It's a weird. Look at this though. Wow, leading with such dominance at the front of the field. Over the line again. 18:27. 10 to go.
He has had dominance quite a lot throughout this race, but
Look at everyone now coming over the line.
no one else has been able to hold on to their position like he has so far.
That's the lap chart that we love to show you.
Why is Chantra and Pirro so far behind?
Pirro's in his first race of the season. Sonkat Chantra's still fighting injury.
How badly did he get injured?
Very.
I feel like he needs a lot of physiotherapy. And I feel like Chantra would really do well from, like water stuff to kind of like help relax the muscles.
Not a bad idea.
Mark should also do that.
Was it hypotherapy? Hydrotherapy?
Hydro, I think it would be.
Yeah.
Because...
Hydro.
Hydro.
MC. You.
Cut off one head and another shoulder.
Still awaiting.
Oh.
He moved.
That was Paul Espargaro getting passed by Bastianini, and then there's Oliveira getting passed by Iagura. I mean, passing Iagura.
How is Raul Fernandez P1? Got ahead of Pedro Acosta's drop back. Took off after Marco Bezzecchi served his double on that penalty, and he's pulled out the gap. It's a genuine pace from Raul Fernandez.
Also, Australia is just so unpredictable.
Yeah. Phillip Island is one of the best races of the year if you want unpredictability. Always gives... Well, Zarco won here. That's how crazy this race can be. Still now going to push Oliveira past Morbidelli now.
Jeez, Oliveira's really moving up now.
Bagnaia, by luck, is now 13th, by the way.
It won't last.
On the inside line.
He'll be 14th.
Kind of reeling them in time after time, trying to find the correct way to lunge back, attack back.
Or knock them all down.
Yeah. Still going for it.
Right.
Oh, no, it's past Morbidelli.
Jeez, what is... That's very, very quick from him. I mean, are they pack racing around there? I don't even think they're close to each other. They're not close enough that they're doing it all the time. And here is...
Digi getting to on Acosta.
Yeah.
Down at the Lukey Heights into MG.
Acosta's lost the podium. I think Acosta still needs the rest of the season to kind of like perfect his abilities.
JK Boy Gaming has said, I hope Alex wins his game 3/10. He's closing in on that gap to the front as Acosta dives back on the inside of Fabio Di Gianantonio for third position, so gains that traction. Still trying to come back on the inside line. Little brakes on the inside, beautifully down at turn 2. Fabulous run. And Acosta can't get back. He can't find that traction. What an amazing run we're having right now.
He tried, bless him.
He tried. He failed.
I feel like Yamaha are waking up.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, we're racing. We should probably move forward a bit.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Bang. Race on.
I feel like they've been playing chess while everyone else has been playing checkers. And the checkers was the one that was winning.
That's one of your favourite lines, isn't it? You dished that out a couple of times. That's a Martin Brundle day late $1 short as I go against head if I come over to.
Yeah. Right, so lap 20 of 27. 8 laps to go. And I feel like it was a very long time ago, but I said 14 laps to go. So there's only 6 laps difference, and I feel people need to speed this up a bit.
Lap time's doing the 1 minute 28, so we are faster.
It is 5:31 in the UK. I'm going to calculate the lap times that are left.
We'll be done at 42.
Let's just see.
Over the line together. Bezecchi's closing into the back of Acosta. He's having a little look on the inside line and telling what it's doing.
You're bang on.
Yeah, 42. Yeah. I know my strategies with racing. Can he have that little look? Raul's just done the fastest first sector of anybody. Take a look at the power screen. 20 point... Hang on! Raul and Alex have matched each other in the first sector. And then look at...
Oh my goodness.
Look at Maka Bezecchi. 2,000s off of that sector time.
Jeez.
That's unbelievable.
Do they share a brain cell now?
Well, with the tyre difference, I thought that would have changed. But wow. That's amazing.
I'm shocked that Digi's actually faster than all.
I'm shocked about that, but I'm shocked that this is actually working well.
Marini is also faster than them.
This is actually quite an entertaining race when you think about it.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of double standards that I think is going to be quite close. 7 to go.
And it's getting cloudier out there. What is the...
41%.
So it's gone down.
But wind's picked up to 15 kilometres an hour, but keeps fluctuating between that and now 17. So it is going up, but there's a big rain cloud just into the circuit. And it's blowing in from the northwest.
I don't trust it.
Look at Bezecchi at the exit, the last corner. He'll get a traction on Acosta. Down towards the first corner. He pulled to the inside line. He should be able to out-drag him. I'll go for it. You've got the inside line, but he's braked so much later there, Acosta.
I'm surprised at how late he braked into that corner, actually.
Just trail braked in and didn't want to have anything back to it.
That was actually a little bit dangerous. He could have definitely lost it in the exit of that corner.
Sean says, Josh, do you remember the past 3 seasons? Raul has been getting numerous criticisms not performing to expectations. This season he has stepped up. I agree. Trackhouse have stepped up this year. He stepped up, and this is the culmination of that because Raul is doing fantastic. 6 to go, and he's on course to win.
Honestly, throughout the qualifying sessions, I think I mentioned this yesterday while I could. I think it was during Q1 about how
let's go for it! On the inside line! Brilliantly done from Bezecchi to get ahead of Acosta for 4th position.
Cutback, I think, will happen though.
Yeah, because Bezecchi might run it a little bit wide over Lukey High. No, go on, man.
Manages to get through. I mean, to keep
his
get through. Yeah, I've been mentioning about how Raul has really been improving, about how the last couple of times he hasn't been in Q1 and he's gone straight to Q2, and how impressed I've been, because usually he's quite dominant during the qualifying sessions. And I can always rely on him to be going through to Q2. So he has been improving quite a lot over the past few races.
Time and time again, there is improvements, and there's data to be found as well. 5 to go here. Chris Hemsworth.
Woohoo!
Why isn't he filming?
You can have a day off.
They love MotoGP. They love MotoGP. His brother waved the checker flag yesterday
Oh,
in the sprint race.
I feel like it wouldn't be fair if he didn't get to do it.
Digi's looking on the inside here for second position to Alex Marquez. This feels a bit more personal. The two Ducatis will be on the podium in the Grand Prix, but they are battling to see which one's going to be which.
Oh.
Fabulous move from Digi Antonio. Sends it to the inside, coming through Siberia on Alex Marquez.
I feel like Alex was very surprised then by that happening. It was just like, I did not expect this from a VI46.
The Luki height drop, by the way, is about the same as what you have at the corkscrew in Laguna Seca.
It was quite a drop.
But apparently Bagnaia passed Fabio Quartararo. Yeah, Quartararo's down to 13th place.
Jeez.
What a bad race for him. There's your leader of the Grand Prix, Ralph Fernandez.
So many people are struggling out there, which I'm surprised about. Like Morbidelli, I'm very surprised about.
What on earth's going on there? Ralph signalling to the race control there. Still getting windy. It's sketchy. Of course, as the leader, he can call for a red flag. If you lead the race and you judge that the conditions are too bad, you have the ability to say, we need a red flag here, to signal for it.
It is starting to push them, I think.
27 kilometres now. The wind's getting higher.
Yeah.
We're getting more and more to that danger time, by the way. Now 42% chance of rain. Oh, hang on. Aldeguer's dropped back a couple of places. Rins and Binder have got through for 7th and 8th. Yellow flag's out sector 2.
Who's down? It's Bagnaia!
Wow, and that's a big one.
And now he's sitting down
Well,
thinking about what he's done.
what on earth is going on for the factory Ducati team?
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
He's going to drop the front, isn't he, on entry?
Yeah.
That bike looked unstable coming into the zone.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he did that. It really slung him into the barrier, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, Pecco.
I knew he wouldn't. I knew he wouldn't finish this race.
He crashed out in Indonesia as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I
Similar issue on the front, yeah.
I think maybe now that the front, what's it called? The handles have been changed.
Yeah.
I think they need to do something to the wheel.
Yeah. 3 to go.
Oh, a little bit of instability there for Kazaki.
Yellow's come in, by the way, so we've got much green flag running.
That's good.
So
How
for-
many are left? 80.
18. Got one Michael Pura.
Only 3 more down.
Michael Pura finished ahead of Bagnaia in the Grand Prix.
Woohoo!
He'll go to them. Well, I exceeded expectations.
Yeah, I finished ahead of him.
Yeah.
He crashed. I still finished ahead.
Ralph Fernandez on course for his first ever Grand Prix win, and Trackhouse's first ever Grand Prix win.
And Digi's on for a nice podium. I like it when Digi gets a podium. He always deserves it, but I'm very surprised by Morbidelli today. About how far down the order he is.
2 wins in the Moto 3, 8 wins in Moto 2. And now, after 76 Grand Prix starts, it looks likely that we're going to have Ralph Fernandez a first-time winner.
Woohoo!
And Trackhouse, all their hard work will come in. I'm so happy for Trackhouse. I really am. But the conditions here are getting just a little bit worse. The clouds have come in. The wind has picked up massively. The riders have been put through hell as always here at Phillip Island. It's getting towards the winter, let's not forget, for them.
Yeah.
No, getting towards spring.
Yeah.
We're still in winter. It's an unusual time to come to the circuit.
What season is this?
Well, it's a 22 air, track 21, so there's no grip out there really.
Must be really cold out there.
Yeah, because track temperature lower than the air temperature means there's no grip in the surface.
Oh, jeez.
So you're sliding around and absolutely nothing. You need the track temperature to be hotter than the air temperature. But it's the opposite way around. 18 km/h wind now as well. Oh, fabulous move from Marco Bezzecchi to take third place away from Alex Marquez on the inside line at Lukey Heights down through MG. So that move's already done. This is the last lap of the Australian Grand Prix, and Raul Fernandez will start it. Trackhouse is a NASCAR team. White flag, 1 to go. Woo! They are going to be ecstatic. Over in NASCAR, Trackhouse has enjoyed numerous success on the road courses this year with Shane Van Gisbergen, a name very popular here in Australia from supercars. And now Trackhouse are going to perform a miracle. Digi's closing, but Raul has got it.
He's still about a second and a half away.
Just don't do anything stupid, Raul. Keep your calm and composure. Trackhouse are going to be Grand Prix winners. Aprilia will win again this season. Look at them all watching on.
Holding their breath.
Davide Brivio has been through this with Suzuki. He knows what it's like.
Ooh, Quartararo's just got past Aldeguer.
Back up into 11th. Last 2 corners coming up. Come on, Raul. You can do this. I've never been more proud of a rider or a team. They came into MotoGP. They were the stock car team who said, we can race bikes. We can do it. 2 seasons later, they've done it in absolute style. Raul Fernandez wins the Australian Grand Prix and Trackhouse win. They are both first-time winners in the Premier class. Woohoo! What a race in Australia! Raul Fernandez wins! Trackhouse wins! And let the parties begin down under!
Aww. He looks so emotional. You can even tell through his suit.
Raul Fernandez! You are a Grand Prix winner! Aprilia, get the hugs! Davide Brivio is beside himself. What a ride!
I'm shocked.
He battled Acosta. You just won that, buddy. Bezzecchi saying. Alex, high fives. Pedro coming in to congratulate him, former rivals. Dijantonio in second, Bezzecchi in third. There's Brad Binder. You can criticise a little bit over the years, but Raul today was unbeatable.
I'm so happy right now.
That was amazing. A guard of honour. A new winner in MotoGP. Trackhouse, a new constructor winner. Raul Fernandez, a winner. Digi in second. What a ride from him. Feels like he's won the Grand Prix. And Marco Bezzecchi in third. Aprilia, Ducati, Aprilia.
Aprilia's having a great day.
A resurgence.
I'm so happy for Raul. He
What a
deserves
run.
this.
What do you make of that one?
It was brilliant.
Great race.
Yeah.
Great race. Right, let's head down to TNT. We'll see you next week in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Let's head down to TNT after a classic race.
Decided elsewhere. It's not the only two-wheel action that we've got here this weekend. First of all, Rachel Stringer is over in Jerez for us.
What a great day we had yesterday. Nicolo Bulega won race 1, which means the gap in the championship goes down to 34 points between himself and Toprak Razgatlioglu. That also means that the title goes down to the last day for the first time since 2016.
Well, here at Brands Hatch, we're all set for another final day title decider. This time, it's between Bradley Ray and Kyle Ride, two racing friends who've been competing against each other since they were nippers. And today, we get to find out which one of them becomes a double BSB champion. They've both done it before, of course, but never in a straight head-to-head between each other. 27 points is now the gap after a second place for Brad and third for Kyle in race 1. But the weather forecast is looking dodgy for today, so anything could happen. Join us from 12 p.m. on TNT Sports 4.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Yeah, we look forward to that. It's going to be a long day for us trying to watch that later on, especially when this young man is going to be having a right old party here at Phillip Island. Good on you, Raul Fernandez. He has taken victory for the very first time in the Premier class. I told you there'd be a bit of emotion coming out. There's his team. He's just going through everyone by the garage. Everyone happy for him. Lots of him coming out. Massimo Rivola from Aprilia coming out as he heads that number 1 in front of his bike. Raul Fernandez, you are a MotoGP race winner.
What a feeling. Unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Like I said, he absolutely destroyed them. Wow.
And his mum as well down there. Tears will be shed, champagne will be sprayed. Fabio Di Gianantonio loves this circuit and has ridden such a good race from 10th on the grid to finish in second place here today. Paced it well, didn't he? 1.4 the end.
Yeah,
the gap in the end.
Really well. He's good in these types of races.
It's going to be lively down at Trackhouse. Not playing second fiddle to the factory team here now, are they? How good is it for the championship, though? That it shows any new teams, anyone wanting to invest, you can come in and you can win races within a couple of years.
Have someone's eye out with that.
It's the first satellite Aprilia win as well, isn't it? Not only 2 Aprilias on the podium for the first time since that 1-2 in Barcelona. You know, first satellite Aprilia win. I mean, Justin Marks will be back in the USA thinking, well, I wasn't sure about this project, you know, basically having to fund it at the moment.
Yeah, so they have a lot of success in America, don't they, with the car racing.
Ross Chastain and you know, Shane Van Gisbergen, they do so much success they've had.
And it builds pressure, actually, for the MotoGP team, but thankfully, they've shown what they're capable of doing. Obviously, we knew the team. Obviously, we know the personnel in that team. It's a quality team. It shows where we are at with MotoGP at the moment. With the concessions, it's leveled the playing field. Ducati on the back foot at the moment, you have to say.
Anyone can win on a given day. Maria down there, who's the PR for the team. Anyone can win on any given day. You know, 7 different winners we've had now this season. The unit, isn't he? Chris Hemsworth, the big lad.
Yeah, we trained together.
Yeah, sure, yeah. What, did he pick you up?
Yeah. With one arm.
Got some guns on him, the boy.
Yeah.
Usual track invasion here. This was a 50-page plan, as we showed the track invasion plan earlier. It's like a full document alone.
Yeah, because you know the Aussie fans will adhere to all the rules.
Health and safety.
Health and safety.
After a couple of liveners that they've had here today. Paolo Nieto down there talking through. Let's have a little bit of star quality. There's Matteo Baiocco with Paolo Venora celebrating with Raul Fernandez.
Did not see this coming.
I'm pleased with them all. So pleased with them all.
Hey, fast all weekend as well. Fast all in Indonesia. It was fast, wasn't it? The whole time there as well. Obviously with sprint podiums in the last 2 races, but I just didn't think he'd be that consistent. I didn't think he'd ride the perfect race, and he has done.
You know, I'm thinking of your Gunter Steiners and, you know, his investment going into Tech 3. This is the sort of thing that will encourage people. And look at the sponsors on that bike.
Yeah,
there are some, but the sponsor is Trackhouse.
Yeah.
That's in the space there. And what that team are saying is, look, we just need some successes. We just need that, because then we've got contact, we've got, big money backers, but they want to see results. Well, there you are. Stick that in your pipe. Stick that in your checkbook.
Yeah.
We have checks still. People still write checks. You do, don't you? I know you do.
I've still got the old pound notes.
Turn up at the electricity board, you do, with your check.
You know me.
They always pounce as well, apparently. Right, let's hear from Bez. Busy race, had to do the double long lap. Probably the fastest of the weekend, but only third.
Mako, once again, you had to fight today. That long lap penalty, the double long lap penalty, was always going to make things difficult. Just how deep did you have to dig to get onto the podium?
Yeah, it was a super tough race because, of course, with the penalty was everything more complicated. But my strategy worked perfectly because I wanted to make the perfect start and try to push at the beginning. And I had a bit of gap when I made the penalty, so super happy. I didn't imagine to catch a podium with the penalty, so very happy. I'm super grateful to my team, to all Aprilia Factory, also the Riders Academy, Vale, and all the staff, because they are always close to me, and now it's time to recover a bit physically for Malaysia.
Great job, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, mustn't forget that in that incident with Marc Marquez last time out, he took a beating.
Oh, yeah, he hit the gravel hard, and he's got issues with his back.
And then in a physical long race like this, and the bike is protesting.
Tell you what, I think Bezzecchi would have won, but yeah, Fernandez would have pushed him.
Well, he rolled off.
He rolled off right
massively on the last two laps. Yeah. Just to go through the other finishers, Alex Marquez was fourth, Acosta in the end fifth by 400 ahead of Luca Marini. Rins was seventh. Always loves this place. Remember 2022?
Yeah.
He won on the Suzuki. Brad Binder 8th, Bastianini 9th. He did get ahead of Pol Espargaro in the end. Quartararo 11th, Oliveira 12th, Agura 13th, Aldeguer 14th, Morbidelli rounding out the points. His teammate, meanwhile, Di Gianantonio, took second place today.
Well, Fabio, it's been a roller coaster, up and down season, but once again, you come to Phillip Island and magic happens. You must love this place.
This place is amazing. A part of racing is a fantastic island, so whenever we come here, it's just a magical weekend. Then, yeah, for sure, when you do races like this, it's even more sweet. You know, it's been a great race. Definitely, maybe the biggest bittersweet of my career, because we had the potential. We just ruined the opportunity to win for the qualifying. But a part of this racing today was amazing. Had a lot of overtakes, great pace. I was trying to catch Raul, but it was really far. So happy for me, for the team. We keep going. We never give up. Even as a roller coaster season, we always try to keep up.
Super ride. Well done.
Thank you. So, guys.
Got to keep plugging away in that situation. There's problems for the GP25. There's problems for Ducati.
But you do feel like if Marc Marquez was here today, he'd have battled for the win.
I do.
The fact that Digi's on a 25 Ducati and he's 1.5 seconds off winning it, Digi qualified 10th. I didn't realise, actually, I knew he not qualified well, but he did well, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he qualified 10th.
Absolutely.
Whatever's going on Pecco's side of the garage, that's another story altogether.
Yeah, it feels like a kind of, he's got a mishmash of a bike in there, and it just is not, no part of the bike is talking to another part of the bike, and then that is not talking to the rider. But Digi got direction around here. Oh, here we go then. First time MotoGP winner. How's it feel, Raul Fernandez?
Raul, what a journey it's been for you in MotoGP. Doubted by so many, but you've silenced the critics today. You are a MotoGP race winner. How good does that sound?
I cannot believe it. So sorry, but I cannot believe it. I think after a long time, we found something. All the team always believe me. They never stop to support me. So it is the consequence of hard work. So thanks to them. Of course, we make a really good pace. I try to manage until the end. We know that in this kind of track, you need to manage very well the rear tire, and I try to make, because at the end, we know that was very difficult to manage, and it is what I did. Just especially the last 5 laps was super long race for me. So, but anyway, thanks to my team, thanks to my family, they always support me. So thanks to them.
Huge congratulations.
Thank you.
Beautifully done by Raul Fernandez today, Michael. They say you never forget your first, and he shouldn't forget that one. It was a perfect race for him. Possibly made a little easier with the fact that Bez had the double long lap penalty, of course, but there were so many things that he could have done wrong, and he didn't, and he performed brilliantly today.
Yeah, surprised us all today. We thought he maybe went too fast too soon. I was thinking he's probably going to drop off in terms of his pace. The tyre's not going to hold up to it, but he knew what he was capable of. With the medium tyre today, he was exceptional. He controlled it. The last 5 laps, he was able to give up half a second a lap and still manage it to the flag with a comfortable lead. I think the belief that Trackhouse and Aprilia have had in him, obviously it's justified now to deliver a victory as a private team on an Aprilia again. It's such a purple patch for Aprilia at the moment, and Raul Fernandez proven why they've backed him and invested in him over the last couple of years.
Yeah, been so strong recently. Let's go back to the start then, where all eyes really were on Marco Bezzecchi. He had to lead and he had to gap, and he did do that, but it seemed like 2 double long laps. It was just too much, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously the strategy was to get the gap, so he would come in, well, he ended up coming back in after the double long lap in 6th, which was impressive. But did he work his tyre too hard to get that initial gap? Did it elevate the temperature a little bit? Because Bezzecchi didn't look as strong in the middle part of the race as perhaps we expected. But this was the first one, clean. It is a little bit dirty out there, but he's practiced it all weekend. Got around the loop really cleanly and back in 3rd, then does another 2 laps, and then this is his 2nd long lap penalty. So he drops back into the pack, if you like, and it did take him a little while getting through the likes of Acosta. They did hassle him and harried him. He kept his composure though and brought home a podium, so it's still impressive. We were predicting the victory, which obviously was a bit of a lofty expectation.
It felt like it was too much, but you both always convinced me because you were both so fearless about it, saying no, he can do it with the gap that he has on everybody else. But I suppose in race conditions, you know, it changes even more.
Yeah, it's always different in a race scenario, and the fact that Raul was so strong today, so he was in touch with Digi, but everyone underestimated Raul, I think me included. We didn't expect him to manage it so well, but he's a class act. What he done in Moto2 back a couple of years ago, 8 victories as a rookie, shows his talent and his speed.
Yeah, and Digi, I think, was underestimated as well. We did talk about how good he is towards the end of a race, and, you know, he was good here a couple of years ago as well, resurrection for him in terms of his career, but he looked spectacular out there on Acosta and Marquez, making some really good overtakes.
Yeah, proving that the GP25 Ducati can work around Phillip Island, but yeah, classy move. He did have to work hard with Pedro Acosta. Pedro made everyone work hard today, kept letting off the brakes and really fighting for the position on track. But these moves from Digi, he set them up, he thought them out. And you can see that Alex Marquez was struggling a little bit with his tyres, but through on the hay shed, that's a creative one. As Neil said in commentary, you thread the eye of the needle. It's so tight through there, very precise, and Digi, very controlled race, stylish.
Yeah, it really was stylish. Just come with me and just see if we can just get a quick hello. Ciao tutti. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, Susie, for a fantastic race. I'm very happy for Dizza, for our team, because we don't do the podium until 3 months ago in Mugello last time. Yeah. And I'm very happy. Good day. He started from the 10th position, but he recovered. He have a good rhythm. He make 2 passes. He pass Acosta, he pass Marquez, and do 2 corners very, very fast. And grazie Dizza, thank you for the team and for our part and everybody.
Yeah, very emotional for the team.
Yeah.
We've just looked at those 2 overtakes and having to start from 10th, unfortunately, a better qualifying, and perhaps the day could have been on the top spot.
Yeah, it's because we start from the 10th position. You know, the race when you started the 10th position, not easy to recover. And before the race, I speak with Fabio and they say, Uzzo, today I risk. And when I see the race in the TV, I watch the race in the TV, I say, ostia, speriamo bene.
And it all paid off. Uccio, thank you so much. Congratulations to you and all of the team today. Let me go back and join Michael. Uccio Salucci there, obviously the team manager. Ciao tutti, as we like to call him. Fantastic today. I mean, you can actually look at all three riders on the podium as the rider of the day for different reasons. To come from 10th, if only he could have had a better qualifying, it could have been different for him today.
Yeah, loves this track and been so strong here. This was where he resurrected his career 2-3 years ago, was it? And he just looks so good on the bike around here. The other side of the garage, Morbidelli struggling on the GP24, which is arguably the more stable package, but Digi found a way to make it work, and good comeback ride. Yeah, he really went forward.
It creates so many questions, though, doesn't it? Now you've got a rider that can do that on the 25 bike and come second today from 10th, and what's happening with Pecco Bagnaia on the same bike, having the same crash that he had 2 weeks ago. It just looks like the bike's broken somehow.
It is a struggle. Pecco looked better in terms of his lap time, but crashing out of 12th, not where you would expect to see him. Yeah, tough times really all around for Ducati. A lot of answers needed, but you do think if Mark was here, he'd be in there battling for the podium today with Digi. So yeah, something that isn't right on Pecco's side for sure.
Absolutely. It's Davide Brivio. What a day it is for him. He's experienced so much success, but I bet today is one of the best ones.
I bet it is, Susie. He's had that success all with Valentino Rossi at Yamaha over the years, before that in motocross and in Superbike, but now, you know, Yamaha. Then with Suzuki, he took them back to the top step, and he does it here in Australia. Well, Ralph Fernandez does it for him, but he's built the structure around him. Look at what it means to Fernandez. Raw emotion on the stop step for Raul. There's Noe, his crew chief. And we're going to get the trophies handed out. First of all, of course, to Trackhouse Aprilia. And with that trophy, every single MotoGP team now have a Grand Prix victory to their name, which is fabulous news. The sport is in decent health on that side of things. Marco Bezzecchi couldn't do the double with those double long laps today. Winning a third, I think he seems happy enough with that one, especially considering it could have been a lot worse in that clash with Marc Marquez last time out. Fabio Di Gianantonio just loves coming to Phillip Island, and he's put the Ducati back on the box here today with second place. But the day belongs to one man and one man alone. For the Satellite Aprilia Trackhouse team, Ralph Fernandez is a MotoGP winner. The 24-year-old in his 76th MotoGP race finally can celebrate a win in the Premier class.
So the celebrations and parties begin in Australia. It's champagne time. Ralph Fernandez and Trackhouse are winners as Ralph Fernandez hits Davide Brivio with the champagne bottles spray. What a race in Australia. We'll see you in a week's time in Malaysia. Bye-bye.